PepsiCo recently announced a strategic collaboration with TalusAg to help accelerate fertilizer decarbonization across global agricultural supply chains. This partnership focuses on the use of low carbon fertilizer. Their methodology is to invest in low carbon ammonia and leverage a market tool named environmental attributes to reduce the greenhouse gas impact of fertilizer used on their farming inputs. This marks PepsiCo's first transactions of this kind. PepsiCo does not directly operate large-scale farms, but the company works closely with growers across millions of acres worldwide. Because fertilizer contributes significantly to agricultural emissions, low carbon ammonia has become an important lever in PepsiCo's broader regenerative agriculture and Scope 3 emissions reduction strategy. To better understand the scale of PepsiCo and TalusAg's partnership, the agreement covers approximately 30,000 metric tons of low-carbon ammonia environmental attributes. The emissions benefit is estimated around 60,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide reduction. To put that into perspective, this is comparable to removing around 13,000 passenger vehicles from the road for an entire year. These figures highlight how decarbonizing fertilizer production can have a significant climate impact. Typically, ammonia production relies heavily on fossil fuels. For PepsiCo, fertilizer emissions represent a major portion of the company's environmental footprint. In some European potato supply chains, fertilizers account for nearly half of total carbon emissions, making decarbonization efforts highly impactful. However, it's also about building the markets. Once early systems are in place, they help unlock broader participation from buyers, suppliers, and technology providers that support scaling. We've seen this pattern before in the rise of organic food. What is now widely available in Western markets didn't happen overnight. It started with farmers, followed by distributors, retailers, and eventually consumers creating demand. In the same way, low-carbon agriculture begins with early investments like this one from PepsiCo. Over time, these initiatives help shape markets, encourage adoption, and build the infrastructure needed for large-scale climate impact. Low-carbon ammonia is produced using methods that significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions compared to conventional production. This can involve renewable hydrogen or carbon capture technologies. Ammonia is a critical raw ingredient in fertilizer manufacturing. Lowering its carbon intensity can substantially reduce emissions. Companies like PepsiCo are now adopting these low carbon products as part of broader sustainability strategies designed to support both food production and climate action. The initial agreement between PepsiCo and TalusAg covers approximately 30,000 metric tons of low-carbon ammonia, with an option to purchase an additional 41,000 metric tons in the future. The collaboration spans PepsiCo's operations in Europe, Asia-Pacific, Sub-Saharan Africa, and global business units. In addition, the partnership extends to future projects in the United States, including TalusAg's proposed Blue Earth, Minnesota initiative. This also supports PepsiCo's broader sustainability goals, including implementing regenerative agriculture practices across 10 million acres globally and reducing Scope 3 flag emissions by 30% by 2030. A key feature of this collaboration is the use of a book and claim model. In this system, the environmental attributes of low-carbon ammonia are tracked separately from the physical fertilizer product itself. The model creates a scalable and flexible way to encourage investment in lower-emission ammonia production while helping companies achieve measurable climate goals. This approach is especially useful during the early stages of market development because it allows companies to accelerate investment in cleaner ammonia production before large-scale distribution infrastructure is fully established. To support transparency and accountability, the partnership uses environmental attribute certificates, or EACs. This also marks PepsiCo's first use of tokenized ammonia environmental attributes, demonstrating how digital systems can support emissions reductions in agriculture. S3 markets will provide the infrastructure for issuing, tracking, and retiring these tokenized certificates. By using secure and auditable digital systems, PepsiCo and TalusAg aim to establish trust and credibility within emerging low-carbon commodity markets. PepsiCo emphasized that fertilizer decarbonization should be implemented in ways that work for growers economically and operationally. By creating demand for low emissions ammonia, the initiative may help stabilize fertilizer input costs and encourage local production capacity. This can improve supply chain resilience while supporting farmers as they transition toward more sustainable agricultural practices. This partnership aligns with PepsiCo's broader sustainability strategy known as PepsiCo Positive, or PEP+. The company has been investing in regenerative agriculture, climate resilience, and emissions reduction across its operations and supply chains. By targeting fertilizer-related emissions, PepsiCo is addressing one of the most difficult and impactful areas within food production. The initiative demonstrates how large global companies can collaborate with technology innovators. There are many practical and affordable climate measures on the market, but they need buyers. Here, PepsiCo is stepping up. The PepsiCo and TalusAg collaboration reflects a growing global movement toward cleaner fertilizer and agricultural supply chains. As climate regulations, investor expectations, and sustainability goals continue to evolve, demand for low-carbon fertilizer solutions is expected to increase significantly. Early adopters like PepsiCo may help accelerate market maturity by encouraging investment in new low-carbon ammonia production facilities, digital tracking systems, and supporting supply chain infrastructure. In summary, the partnership between PepsiCo and TalusAg represents an important milestone in fertilizer decarbonization and sustainable agriculture. By investing in low-carbon ammonia environmental attributes and digital verification systems, the collaboration demonstrates how innovation can help reduce emissions within global food systems. As more organizations adopt similar approaches, low-carbon fertilizer solutions could become a key driver in the transition toward a cleaner and more resilient agricultural future.